message is being transmitted at the request of the Office of Civil Defense. This is an emergency broadcast. This is not a test.
Our world is on the brink of a third world war, the likes of which have never been seen in human history. This looming global war will make the first two world wars pale in comparison. Does the Bible mention a third world war and nuclear warfare in prophecy? Approximately 27% of the Bible is prophecy. Some of the predominant prophetic books include Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and Revelation. In this four-part series, I will be looking at what each of these four main prophetic books have to say about a near-future third world war and nuclear warfare. These four books in particular all contain prophecy that seem to point toward major end-times wars. I will now continue with the book of Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 25, verses 32 through 33, it states, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, Behold, disaster is going forth from nation to nation, and a great tempest is stirring from the farthest parts of the earth. And those pierced by the Lord on that day shall extend from one end of the earth to the other. They shall not be lamented, or gathered, or buried. They shall be dung on the surface of the ground." This passage speaks of widespread disaster and destruction, which some believe is a reference to violent global conflict in the end days. In Jeremiah chapter 50, verses 22 through 23, it states, "The noise of battle is in the land, and great destruction. How the hammer of the whole earth is cut down and broken. How Babylon has become a whore among the nations." Now, notice here how it talks about the hammer of the whole earth being cut down and broken. Go back to my previous video, 35 Reasons Why the U.S. is Mystery Babylon, and ask yourself what other country in our modern times could be referred to as the hammer of the whole earth. It also stated how Babylon has become a whore among the nations. From this prophecy, fast forward to Revelations. In Revelations chapter 18, it describes how kings, merchants, and mariners stand at a distance, witnessing the smoke of her burning and lamenting the loss of wealth and power that came from this great empire. Why do they stand at a distance while witnessing the smoke of her burning? Could it be they are avoiding the heavy radiation from several nuclear strikes? Now, do you see how the Old Testament books of Jeremiah lines up perfectly with the New Testament book of Revelation? Old and New Testament prophecy both spell out an apocalyptic global war and what appears to be the destruction of the United States. Now, let me give a disclaimer, because I get some hate in the comment section. For those who say that I am wrong, that Mystery Babylon is not the United States, I sincerely hope that you are right and I am wrong. I hope I'm wrong about all of this. I really do, because I live here in the U.S., and I don't want to see its destruction. And I can tell you, it does vex me. I want the U.S. to prosper, and I want people to come to Christ. But when I look at the future through the lens of prophecy, I know that there will not be peace in our world's near future. Prophecy to me is proof that God is real. Now, if you are not already saved, I encourage you to become so now, as these events rapidly approach us in our world. If you have doubts about your salvation, I encourage you to read Romans 10:9, which states, "If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." If you have any prayer requests, please leave them in the comments below, and I will pray for you. Until next time, my friends, American Watchman out.